Because
So I'm
art
just telling a story?
yeah, it could be a
The struggle is real.
yeah, I mean, we could talk about how because you have so many stories attached to the
I
people that you
do.
exhibit with. Maybe it's talking about one of
Yeah, I'll
those
talk
things, but
about Terry since that's how we know each other. So
okay.
so just I mean so I guess this is called The Struggle is Real, and it's maybe I'm going to share a story about one of my artists named Terry LaRue, who I actually um, know youth
That's
through.
how we
Yeah,
met,
so
yeah.
that's how we met. So Terry's a young photographer. He was really young when I met him. I think he was just like 31 or something. He just came into the gallery and had a hand brace on his hand. And I said, "Oh, how did you break your hand?" And he said, "Oh, I didn't really break my hand. I have this disease called CRPS, chronic regional pain syndrome." And I felt like such a jerk. I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I hate to be nosy. I didn't mean to pry." And he said, "No, no, no, it's okay." And so he ended up sitting down and we talked for over 2 hours
On the
about
first
this,
meeting.
the first time meeting him, about, 2 hours. And then he told me everything that was going on, and of course, me, the mother in me, I was like, "Oh, well, you need, if you're doing." So basically, there's no cure for this, and, most people that have this disease will eventually end up in a wheelchair. And he has the only cure for this is to put him into ketamine comas every 3 to 4 months and damn near kill him and bring him back to life. It's the only thing that stops the pain from spreading. And it just sounded horrific to me. And so I said, "Oh, you need to go to Whole Foods and get all these supplements to protect your liver and your this and that. And you can't just do all these, that's so unhealthy. You need to stay healthy." And then he would I mean, we just ended up talking for a really long time about it, and then he couldn't drive anymore. And so every Tuesday after he went to his doctor's appointment in Beverly Hills, he would stop by and say hi to me. So we'd always have these long conversations about his health and life and photography and art. And he used to work for Stacy Peralta's magazine. He was a videographer for Stacy Peralta. Am I saying it wrong? I'll say it wrong.
He was
For
working for Tom
Dogtown, yeah, the
Peralta.
dog Stacy Peralta, Dogtown magazine. He was a videographer and would skate next to all the skaters to video them.
Yeah.
And then he tripped, fell, broke his thumb, and while he was fighting with the insurance agency about, the insurance company about getting this particular surgery he needed, it developed into this
Yeah.
disease. So he ended up, he was in a court situation with them, all this awful stuff was going on, and, he ended up picking up a Leica camera and started, taking photographs, and it was his it well, not kind of was, it was his healing, and he is an amazing photographer, and he even taught himself how to print like
Yeah.
Man Ray prints, which is a very, very difficult way to print, and just an incredible artist, and, he's, done a show. I produced his first show here in Los Angeles, and it just went to Bellevue, Bellevue, where he killed it. Now he's going to Leica, DC in April, and he's going to Leica Miami during Art Basel in
Oh,
December. So
awesome.
he's traveling around. I'm sure he'll end up in Germany and Europe at some point. And ironically, not that long ago, he told me that that day that he came into the gallery, he was suicidal.
Yeah.
And it was the
I
day
know he
that
had some dark
day
days.
day he was thinking of ending his life, and he said, "I don't know what it was, but I saw the store, and there was, I read there was a show on the window, and I don't know what it made me come in here, but I came in here and it changed my life." So, I think, um, he's just an amazing person, has become a dear friend, and I'm very proud of him, and I think, as far as that tying into the struggle is real, I think that if we everybody struggles. Everybody has good days and horrific days and bad days, and sometimes it's hard to get out of them, but I think there's always a way to heal through art.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Whether
his
it's
show was called what? Frames Between the Pain?
frames between the pain, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got a really great life, and he struggles still with his,
Because
health and
it's pain
walking. He's
management.
still in
It's not
chronic
yeah.
pain.
He'll never not be in
Chronic pain,
pain.
yeah. But through, learning to do these photos and,
Yeah.
how to print, he's an expert printer, and learning through this, you know, art form, it's helped heal him. Yeah.
So you've been a part of his story in
It's
a
a
major
great
way.
honor to have
Yeah.
been a part of his story, yeah.
But you've been able to have similar things a part of other photography people or people's stories, huh?
Yeah, but then that
Because
sounds
even
like the "Let's brag about Paris Chong hour."
no, it's I guess it's
No,
not so much
thanks.
that, but if you're a curator, right?
Yeah, no,
You're curating these stories,
I help people,
so you're
yeah.
curating portions of
Well,
life.
I've helped a lot of people
Yeah.
start their
I
art
don't think it's
career.
bragging, it's
No, I
just
just feel
acknowledging the way it is.
well, yeah, no, I like to help people, it makes me happy. I think if more people were like me, the world would just be a lot everybody'd be a lot more successful. But people are so guarded of what they share
Yeah.
and of their connections and
Well, that's why I thought you'd be
everything.
perfect to talk
Yeah.
with because
You have to
you're
share.
candor and you share your
Yeah, no,
stories.
sharing's good. I always am introducing
You do.
I introduce everyone so I mean, and this gallery I'm at now, like a Gallery LA, it literally feels like my living room because
Oh, you
I'm
walk
there. I know
around, yeah.
I feel like that's my house, I'm there more than I'm at my home.
Yeah,
And so I just think it's important to help and to share and to give. I think it really is all it goes around. And if you are too guarded with your gifts, then I just being selfish doesn't work for me.
yeah. I love it. That's solid,
Okay.
Paris.